like that. What did she say? What did she say? Oh no, she did. No, she did. Hush now, I'm trying to eavesdrop. Eavesdrop. Welcome everyone. Welcome to Mahogany Voices Podcast. I'm your host Tish, and these are my co-host friends.
Cynthia.
Joanne.
Tracy is taking the night off. I know it's been, I think about 2 weeks now. We had to take a little mini break, but we back. But tonight we are back, not with your regularly scheduled Mahogany Voices podcast. This is a nice little treat for tonight. So we're going to just be going totally off script. We don't have a program put together. This is a Mahogany After Dark special. Okay?
We're gonna call it a Mahogany After Dark exclusive.
Exclusive, yes. And
Talk about it.
And you may be wondering, why do y'all have on shades? Because we incognito tonight. Because you just never know what we might say. So, But we're going to talk about a little bit of this, a little bit of that. I'm eating my food right now. We got some bubbly on deck. So we're just going to talk about whatever we want to talk about.
We adulting.
Yes, we adulting all the way tonight. Yes. Yeah.
Let's talk about it.
Let's talk about. Okay.
Look at Miss Cindy down there sipping.
So we've been asking people to, let us know in the comments what topics y'all want us to talk about. I haven't seen too many people putting it in the comments, but I've been getting people calling me, telling me what they want us to talk about and things of that nature. So we're going to bring up some of the things that, people have been saying to me, but you won't know what it is because we're just going to talk about anything.
All right now.
I think one of the favorite things that people want to talk about. We always want to talk about dating and men, stuff like that. So,
I guess that's what's current.
I mean, I'm not really trying to date anybody during this pandemic. People might think the pandemic is not over, but it's still going on.
Yes,
I'm not trying to meet anybody new. Not right now. But I mean, we could still talk.
So if you don't want to meet nobody new, it's okay to be with somebody old.
Is it? Ooh, I dropped my potato.
I think new or old, everybody's gonna have that question.
What question?
You had your shots yet?
Girl, I don't know the way these people running rampant around here. I don't know if they even caring about no shot. But
I think they just trying to be out.
That's why I ain't trying to date nobody right now because
couldn't nobody go over the side pieces house during the pandemic. They had to stay home when they was wet. So men wasn't over women houses and women wasn't over men houses. They had to stay home. And now they got a little breathing room and they just trying to run, knock on doors, jump in DMs and all kinds of stuff.
I think some people didn't even care.
Oh wow.
They didn't.
Oh, I didn't get on that road.
You may not have, but I'm sure some folks got on that bus stop.
That wasn't an Uber ride for me.
Oh, okay. So let's let the people know what we drinking, y'all. So tonight I am drinking in my fancy, because it's our birthday month, July.
All right now.
One of my good girlfriends brought me this glass, say July. So I'm drinking out of my birthday glass. And I am drinking. This is Carlos Rossi. I don't know if y'all can see that.
Yeah, Carlo Rossi. I see it.
It is a blueberry sangria.
Okay.
And it's pretty tasty. It is pretty tasty. Let me tell you. What you drinking, Cynthia?
I am drinking. This is a frozen drink, and it's called Fireworks, blueberry fireworks. And I must say I laced it. I laced it with tequila.
Oh, girl!
I told you I was not gonna mess with his tequila, but I said, well, let's spice it up with some tequila. And I just, you know what? I happen to be drinking this in my anniversary glass that I made.
Oh, okay.
This was our 20th anniversary in 2019. So,
oh, okay.
He gonna be sad because I'm using my cup without him.
Oh,
so, he be all right. And he's back to work. So
he not here tonight.
Nah, he not here tonight. That's why we gotta be finished before 11:30. No,
I'm done.
What you drinking, Joanne?
Well, tonight I am drinking Stella Rose watermelon.
Ooh.
Given to me today. And I was like, okay, I guess I'll try it. I have a podcast this evening with the ladies.
Okay.
So it is very good.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
That's good. So,
but I do have a backup too. I'm sorry.
Okay,
what's your backup?
And my backup is in my Stay Fancy.
I see you. I see you.
And this is a sangria. This is a pomegranate sangria.
Ooh, ooh. Pomegranate is one of my favorite flavors. But I will say, I'm scared of tequila. Maybe maybe the people that I've seen drink tequila, it might have been one of the lower end ones. Because my girlfriend Oprah loves tequila.
This is a what is it? I forgot. The tequila gold.
Wow.
The tequila I've seen people drink, it make them crazy. So I stay away from that.
When we went away to Mexico back in May, after we finished the ATV ride, if you successfully completed the ride and didn't flip over your ATV, they gave you 5 different shots of tequila, different flavors.
Oh my goodness.
Yes. Tracy and I forgot to share that with y'all.
Okay.
So how were your 5 shots?
Okay. That's good.
We just got a head nod. That's all.
They were very, very good.
Cynthia, maybe she don't remember.
I remember. I got back to the room, got in the shower, and went to the pool. Just laid out there and cooked. And then we had a pineapple tequila.
Ooh.
They put it inside the pineapple and they made it.
Oh, that sounds good.
That sounds fun. That sounds fun. I've been experimenting with fresh pineapples lately because I found this pineapple cutter.
Girl.
Oh my goodness. I have found the sweetest pineapples at Aldi's. I let them sit until the outside turn yellow.
Okay.
Girl, you and your pineapple. That fuzzy navel got you.
Girl, be quiet. Don't be fronting on no fuzzy navel.
I'm so
What's
glad.
Wrong with it?
That is, a fuzzy navel is like an introductory drink when you turn 21.
Well,
no.
Let me reintroduce myself.
When you turn 18.
Well, maybe I need to reintroduce myself over and over and over.
They was drinking fuzzy navel first year on college, first year at college campus.
Girl, yes. You need to get a grown-up drink now. Well, you
That
doing
was-
better. You doing
That's what they
better.
was drinking, playing the
I think
the-
tequila is enough because I'm hot.
Yeah, that's why I say you doing better.
Woo!
She's
All right.
saying it already.
Yes, Lord.
Did you feed your body before drinking that?
I did not. I didn't want.
Huh?
I did not feed my body. I fed my body chips and cotton grapes.
Ah.
That's gonna have to do for now. I'm trying to get Trey to make some bacon cheeseburgers.
Wow. Let's talk about this, ladies. I know Cynthia's married, but there was life before marriage, right?
Yes, it was, and there's still life going on right now.
Okay.
But wait a minute, what's the topic? What's the topic? Though?
I was getting ready to say, okay, slow down, slow your roll, tequila.
Let me. I'm pumping my brakes.
Let me pucker my lips.
I wanted to say, have y'all ever had a one night stand? As I fill my mouth with potatoes.
You know what to say?
I would say the question.
So I want to say yes and no. Well, it's why.
Why?
Yes. I gotta explain it first. All right.
I'm scared.
So wait a minute, my connection is unstable. Why is it saying that? Please
Yeah,
don't do
because you was kind of like stuttering. You was like,
maybe I needed to stutter.
Okay.
So it was this guy, and I ain't really like him. I only liked him because my father was like, you should go out with him. And I was like, what? My father? So
I thought you were going to say something else, but go ahead.
I did go out with him.
Mm-hmm.
First time it happened on the first date, and then I ain't see him no more because I ain't like him like that. Let me just say, I was being superficial because I stopped seeing him because he wasn't attractive enough.
But you gave up the cookies out the cookie
I surely did. I wanted to see.
What you wanted to say?
I mean,
I wanted to see if it was worth it.
Oh,
and if it was really going to be a one night stand, and it actually happened to turn into a one night stand. It's like,
so
I didn't have any fun. It wasn't fun. It was boring.
Okay.
It's like, go ahead.
Oh, okay. So you was bored.
I'm
Go
sorry.
ahead.
I'm so sorry.
So that's why it was a one night stand.
Okay.
Whoa, boo.
Joanne.
Do tell. I told.
I've never had a one night stand.
Yes, she did.
Well, you know what?
What?
I didn't have a one night stand, but I did not have a one night stand, but I will call a brother's bluff. And I can remember this guy always talking about how I hang low and I'm this and I'm that and everything.
Oh, God.
And we was like, boy, whatever. And he was like, I am. Y'all believe me? I mean, general conversation, everybody talking. And so me and my cousin Dorothea, you remember my cousin Dorothea? Oops,
yeah.
So we was out, and so still talking. I said, well, let us see. Oh, no, me. Let us see. And this child should have kept his pants up. I said, go. It's a shame. And that's why I come to the realization that a lot of guys, when they talk about what they carrying, what they packing and everything, you ain't got to lie on it.
I mean, I think men lie, women lie. They both lie.
But I'm going to call your bluff. I'm the one that's going to be like, what? Let me see.
I think the difference between the they lie on their package or whatever, but what are women gonna lie about? I do this to you or whatever.
Yeah, they lie about that, and they lie about the WAP.
So what? The WAP.
Yeah.
Wait
Nope. Nope.
Woo!
So Tish, back to you.
So yes, Joanne, they lie about that too.
Mm-hmm.
They said what though?
Let's forget about that. Tish, your turn. Answer up.
What was the question?
Answer that you gave. The question she created. Now she done forgot about it.
One night stand. I haven't had
Mhm.
one.
Let's see. Yes, I have.
There you go. Hey.
I have. I mean, it was so long ago.
But yet you remember.
Oh,
yeah, I remember.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, but you know, it was what it was. You know.
wow.
Was it a memorable one night stand?
I would say that. Because I was there.
Because you were there.
Yeah.
Okay. Was he memorable? Meaning like if given the opportunity, would you go back for more?
I would say yes.
All right.
Yeah.
Hey,
All right,
Tish.
Definitely.
All right, boo.
But you know, when you in a space where you're not looking for a relationship,
Mm-hmm.
but you know, we gotta be honest. We do all have needs.
Mm-hmm.
So it was like one of those type of things. I wasn't looking for no relationship. So, I mean, and then when you young, you feel like you can't control the fact that you have needs.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but as you grow older, you can control, you know.
Your hormones jumping out of the pocket.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah.
But you know, that's when you're young. You don't know any better. But yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I got a question.
Okay.
We got an answer.
Maybe you do, maybe you don't.
Uh-oh.
Let's see.
Oh,
Have you ever really liked somebody? I mean, really, really, really falling head over heels for somebody.
Yes.
Found
wait a
out.
minute.
Wait a minute. Found out that there was nothing going on in the package, and then just let it go.
Wow. I had a boyfriend like that. And that's when I realized that it's not everything that you thought it had to be. Because sometimes you could be so in love that you will accept the shortcomings of your loved one. Oh my. I'll just put it like that.
Or you got these good girlfriends that say, stick with them, stay with them. Before you see another woman standing behind them playing NBA basketball or something. That's what I heard.
I'm just saying, you know, because, you know, I mean, there are ways that you can go about, you know, getting what you really want. You know, just like, you know, when you young, you focus so much on the outer, you know, and we all know that is not where it's at. So it's kind of like the same thing, like, you know, and once you in love, like you can, you know, work some things out, and you know, well, you know, you can't do that, but we can do this, you know. So, you know, it's all you know, you got to work with your partner. But I will say,
Emphasis.
if I wasn't in love,
Oh my God.
then them shortcomings would have been somebody else's problem.
Oh my Lord. I must say I was like back in the like when you 18, 19, 20.
18?
19.
Oh, no, just joking.
I was going to say, 21, 22 in that area. I was really into somebody. I was like, oh, I like him so much. Oh, he's so cute. And then it was like,
You a stuffed animal? What the heck?
huh? And then I said, you know what? We're going to end this right now. Because, when you're young, I wasn't experimenting that far. Not like stuff not going on now.
Okay.
And it was like, I didn't know me. I didn't know me.
Oh, okay.
I didn't know all of me. And I didn't know everything that was out there. So that meant that all I knew was we do this part and then it's over.
Right.
So it was like, let me let him go because I'm a cheat. That's how I felt.
Okay.
You gotta go because I'm a cheat. Because it was like you were special in a different kind of way, and now you needed to be special all the way around, and you just wasn't special enough. So
Wow.
I realized right then and there, I must not really have been in love with him.
Okay.
Because it was like you had all of this and everything else was gone. It was like after that, it was like, what? You want to go to the movies? All right. You want to go to dinner?
Well, wait a minute, Cynthia.
Let me check.
How long did you let it go on?
What? Okay. So just hanging out and all of that was along for a little while.
Okay.
But and then as it progressed, and then as that part had to happen, down the line, a month or two down the line, it was like, oh,
Cynthia, it's okay if it was
why
the
you
next day.
single. No, I actually saw him for.
Did you see that a month or two down the line, girl?
I actually saw him. I actually saw him for a little while, but then after that happened, it was like, I kept hesitating when it came to that. I was like, I don't want him to think that he's making me happy.
You'd be like, I'm on my cycle.
I can't go out. I can't.
I'm on my cycle.
Look, I had one child at the time. I don't have a babysitter.
Now, have y'all ever used that as an excuse?
Mm-hmm.
I'm on my cycle.
Lord.
I'm on my cycle.
And I ain't never used the headache part because that never works. But yeah, I can't.
I
don't have a babysitter. I can't go out and I got to work in the morning. No.
But you know what?
What, Joanne? Go ahead, Joanne. Wait a minute. Did she answer that question?
No.
Joanne, have you ever used that?
Use what? I just said. You talking about I'm on my cycle?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the original question.
Oh, the original question, I didn't answer it in its totality.
Okay.
Okay, so total it up.
I was dating this guy. Well, we were seeing each other, and I stopped seeing him, and then I started seeing him again. But then I had this good girlfriend who was telling me, you should just stick with him. Because he's probably gonna make the NBA. And you don't want to see another woman lighter than you.
So it was you.
And so I'm like it's certain things that irritated me about him. And that was one. No package. But he knew it. He openly said it ahead of time. But
Mm.
we just still let me see for myself. And I was like, yeah, at least you know how to tell the truth on your stuff. So yeah, I was like, but I know me, I'd be like, get out of here. That's just my mentality. I've never had to
Mm-hmm.
do that. So
Yeah.
well, get up out of here with that. But
I've
no, it
said that
wasn't
before.
Mm.
for that intimate to know that a person can't satisfy that thrust and that
Yeah.
feel that you want. I mean, you got to be upfront and tell them and
Yeah.
everything. But he told me beforehand. He knew what he was lacking at, but he said he know how to pick it up in other areas.
Oh,
Right.
stop.
And see,
He
that's the
made
thing about it is that when we were young, we didn't know those other areas.
Absolutely. I didn't know. That's why I was like, I got my bag and I'm gone.
You just
But
don't know when you in your early 20s. You don't know
yeah,
them
you
other
don't
areas
know. You
because
don't know what
you
you
still trying to figure out who you are.
you don't know what they supposed to do.
Or what they
oh,
But you,
can do.
yeah. But you know what, Joanne? I saw a guy who said that, that's all I got. That's all I got.
uh,
I was like, but he
but
told
I
me that's all I got, and I was like, mm, let me
but I
see.
was I was
Let's
sticking there
try.
for a minute. I was sticking there for a minute because my girlfriend was making so much sense to me. One, because we young, we wasn't real young, but we was out of school,
Young enough.
and I'm like, I don't know if I'm be able to see another woman traveling the world and everything. And I was like, because I had some very man, I traveled. I went a lot of places because I just came in my girlfriend in my ear talking about girl. Don't let no other
Hang
woman.
on, hang on.
And I did, and great guy, really is great guy. They wound up playing some NBA ball, but it wasn't with me because I couldn't make that sacrifice. So
Yeah, and I think it's like um when Tish was saying that's where I draw the line. That's my cutoff point. That was it for me. I gotta be happy, and that was before I knew all the other things that were out there. And I was like,
yeah,
it wasn't fun.
Yeah, I
And
just think those guys that talked it up so much, those are the guys that like I wanted to embarrass. Like
nah,
all that talk, really?
it's
okay.
like
Right. Like sit down somewhere.
little boy.
And my
Did you
thing
do
is,
this? Did you
yes,
do
she
this?
did. Yes, she did. I was trying to ignore it. But
Wasn't there
but
wasn't
my
there wasn't
huh?
there a song called 1 Minute Brother or something?
I know it was one said don't want no short. Oh,
There
dang.
you go. That's it.
Oh yeah. Who was
Don't want no
that?
short.
Dun, dun,
Don't
dun,
want that was
dun,
she
dun,
was
dun,
short. Whoever she
dun,
was
dun,
shouldn't
dun,
be much
dun,
after
dun.
that.
I forgot who that was.
Go ahead,
Forgot who
Google
that
it,
was.
Joanne. Short
No,
man.
I'm not.
I'ma find it.
Oh my gosh.
She was, but you know what? And that song came about when we were young, so we didn't know
Yes,
what
it
she
was.
was. We didn't really know what she was talking about,
I
but now
did.
we do.
I did. I mean, but like we said, it shouldn't have been just about that. When you looking for a mate or whatever. It's not just about that.
CJG.
All right, I found it too. Gillette. You
Gillette.
sure? It say Gillette, short man by
Mm.
Gillette.
It ain't short man.
Don't want no. Yes, it is. Let me see. Yes, it is, Joanne.
Mm-mm. So, did y'all ever have a crush on somebody in high school that you never got a chance to tell them that you was
Mm,
crushing on them?
of
I didn't.
course, I did,
I did too.
and
Uh,
still to this day, I
I had
never
quite a
got
few
to.
of them.
Shut up,
You know what?
Joanne.
I didn't say anything, but you know what? I got when we were in high school. I got some like just were you at my locker when we was leaving the last day? We cleaned out our lockers. I had a whole lot of anonymous
Mm-mm.
letters in there, but they weren't anonymous. They They were letters. I liked you and I never said anything. And I wish I
Wow.
would have asked you to go out and I think you this and this and that. And you know what? One of them Tish neighborhood boys, I was like, he crazy. I did not find him
What?
at all. Yeah.
Really? Okay. You got to give me the initial. The first, just with the first initial. What you say? E. Oh, okay. I know who you talk about.
I think I
Okay.
think I think everybody but my crush knew.
Well, hello. Did you see how you behave? Like,
Yes.
I couldn't see it. I couldn't see how I behaved. I
No.
couldn't see
sit
it.
here.
It was like I had on these dark glasses, like right now. I could, like, you know how you start staring at somebody and then they look at you. Um,
Yeah,
Tish said she had a few.
yeah, I had several. Oh my
Mhm.
God. But this one, oh my God. Oh my God. This one,
Mm.
he graduated the year before us.
Uh-huh.
And it was so funny because when I was doing real estate, I had went to go show one of my listings. No, I was going to show a property to one of my clients. And I normally, when I go to show a listing to my client, I normally go ahead of time and walk around it myself, meet the real estate agent there and walk around it myself just so I can kind of already know where stuff is at.
Mm-hmm.
So I went to go to this property,
My.
and when I tell you, when that door opened,
Mm,
and the
mm.
real estate agent was my biggest crush in high school. I
Ew.
almost tripped up the steps. I did. I was like, oh my gosh. And I never told him. Never. I never told him. And what's crazy is I used to work with his sister.
Wow.
And I didn't know that was his sister until one day we had brought in, like, all the people we had brought in our yearbooks. And she was like, oh, my brother went to Forest Park. I was like, really? I was like, what's his name, girl? When she said his name, I almost died. I said, I waited until after the law, because it was like we was doing this thing, like everybody in that department brought in yearbooks. I waited till the end of the day and I went over to her. I said, girl, I just have to tell you this. And then I told her the story about when I went to the
The house.
property, and he's a firefighter also.
Oh, did you tell too much?
And she thought it was the cutest thing. I was like, girl, please just tell him that I said hello. But she told me that he was married at the time, and I was just like, dang. And then she told me a couple years later that he had got a divorce. I was like, really?
I'm so sad. I mean, yeah.
Yeah, but I was like, oh my God, like that guy, like still to this day, if I was to see him, like the crush is still there. It's still there.
Oh,
'Cause he looked
good.
10 times better
Ooh.
as a grown-up. But yeah, I just woo. I gotta tell y'all here what it is when we get off of this.
Uh-oh.
Uh-huh.
Come on, let's hang up right now.
My ears hurt. I'm like, girl.
We about to disconnect.
Oh Lord, he don't live in Maryland anymore.
Oh,
Oh, wow.
okay.
Mostly everybody do.
No,
But he reachable.
he
Everybody is.
oh Lord.
Oh, wow.
Yes, absolutely.
Go ahead, take
Yeah.
another sip. Take another sip.
Yeah, I do. So
Would you now, if you ran into your crush now, Would you ever tell them that they were your crush?
Cynthia.
She'll
At
be
this,
like,
at this stage, I probably would. Now, I just said, I had the biggest crush on you. I probably would tell them now. Yeah, I would.
Yeah, I think I could tell him now because he on the safe side now.
Yeah,
so
I could tell them now.
I think I'm safe enough to say, do you know?
Oh my
we
God.
were in school.
Woo,
I had the
because
biggest, absolute biggest, and don't be taking no pictures with me because you bring back memories.
that's what I'm
Anyway.
saying. Like it's still like I still get those butterfly feelings like when I think about that crush. Like it was just like I don't know whether it's because he never knew. You think it's that he never knew? But
But like somebody that I knew liked me, I went around him just because I knew he liked me, and of course I had on the cutest things that accentuated all my curves and just so the person could say you still got it, but I still and I think I did that like about a year ago.
wow. From school?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just so you could just look again at what you can't have.
Yeah, what you missed out on.
See?
Because, hey.
Because,
Cynthia, how is you still teasing in your 50s?
a girl got to test what a girl got to test.
Oh, okay. Yes.
Miss Cindy, you don't have no curls. What you doing?
No curls. Everything tight and in place.
I don't think this is Miss Cindy. I think this is CC tonight. Yeah, this CC
This
tonight.
season.
So I have a question.
Go ahead.
Have you
Okay.
ever, and it's not a crush. I wouldn't consider it a crush or anything because I'm in my Mary Jane mode right now.
Uh-oh.
Yes, ma'am.
So have you ever saw a gentleman, guy, male, whatever you call him, which one? And the whole facade and the walk and the everything was like there. He was like, I don't even want him. I just want to test the waters to see if
Yeah, Denzel. He's been there for me. Denzel has always been there for me. Like he has his aura just snatches me up. His aura.
I always
like you want nothing from him. I just want to see what it's like. Let me just see what it's like, and I'm gonna get up and say thank you.
I mean, y'all.
Let me think about somebody that is reachable, because Denzel is not reachable. But I don't know if I ever had that.
Yeah,
I had to mute for a second.
Oh, okay.
I saw this guy, this guy, and I was like, I think he does it purposely for all women. And I listen to some people and everything, but I think that's his track mechanism that he uses on people. He has like this whole look, but his walk alone, it just makes you say, I'm gonna find out. But I watch so many females say what I'm saying, but then cash in on it, and he a dog.
But I know for me, I watch this movie for this specific part because I know this is like I like this man so much on screen.
Oh, wow.
On what's the movie with Kevin Hart and Steve Harvey is talking about the book. What is the movie?
Oh, Think Like a Man.
Oh, Think Like a Man.
Think Like a Man. There's a certain part in that movie I
Michael
just watched. Yes, Lord.
I like
with
Michael
him,
Ealy.
With him and her. I was
and
like,
Taraji.
Yes.
Taraji. Yeah, I love me some Michael Ealy.
Just the song that goes with that part alone.
Girl, I like him from Barbershop.
Barbershop.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes, indeed.
Those eyes, man, that song that goes with that moment. I'm like, yes.
Did you ever see that movie called
Come back, Cindy, come back.
I'm trying. Give me a moment.
What was that movie where him and Holly Berry, his eyes was watching God or something like that?
That's it. Yeah.
Was that it?
He's in
That's
that,
the movie, name of the
and
movie.
the two of them together in that movie, girl.
Now I'm gonna find it.
Yeah, their eyes was watching God or something like that.
Oh yeah, look. I got.
Yes.
Is it on Netflix?
I'm not
I don't
sure.
even know.
I'm not
I'm gonna
sure.
find that. I'm gonna find that.
Now let me ask y'all this:
Okay, go ahead. Ask away.
has there been a guy that was not so attractive, and then you went there with him, and it was just like
Everything.
Yes. And when I say,
okay, go ahead.
When I say
Explain.
not so attractive, and I'm talking about attractive to you, that I'm physically not so attractive, but I mean, because we all have like a type physically that we like.
I can say that for me, that one night stand was not so attractive, but then was not everything. So I had, after that, it was like, I ain't trying to be superficial.
Double whammy.
Yeah, he was a double dud. A double dud. But everybody else, I feel like to me they were attractive. And that was, call it what you want, but they, to me, because somebody might say.
What I mean is physically attractive, because a guy can be attractive to you, but it could be his aura, or like Joanne said, the way he walks. I mean, physically, what he looks like attractive.
Well, I ain't had that one either. Everybody I was attracted, they was attractive. They was attractive.
Yeah, to me they were attractive. Somebody else might look and say,
might be attracted to other people. They wouldn't know they was attractive to other people because I know what I went through. But no, I didn't have that one. Thank you, Lord. But they say keep living, but I don't want that. I don't want that. So how about?
What Tish ain't answer it.
I mean,
I
think I have maybe, that it may not been on the attractiveness of what I'm used to, but because of the way they treated me, it was like, oh, okay, well,
I can do this.
Let me try, see how this may work out. Yeah, absolutely.
I can do this.
Yeah. And that to me showed me some growth in me.
Yeah.
To say that it's not just about what they look like.
Right.
Her head is a little bigger than what I would normally go back.
You had a big head kid.
But at the end of the day, it all boils down to how that person treats me. Now, I mean, it was just a big head. Like, it wasn't everything, because I do have my limits.
I would hope so. Look.
Yeah. I do have my limits. But it wasn't what my normal attractive guy would be. So, but it was fine.
They have these you hear these statements or theories a lot that men and women, this is for both men and women, they always have that one person that it's not a relationship, but It's they can call them at any time. I'm back on my Mary Jane style. They
Okay.
can call that one person at any time.
And
Anytime.
they
And they
would
know
drop
exactly,
everything to give
yeah,
it to
they know
you.
exactly why you calling.
Oh yeah.
That's all it's for.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah. I
Been there.
definitely, I
Oh
definitely
yeah.
had that. But now that they are in a different type of situation, it's kind of like, and again because now we are much more mature.
Mm-hmm.
Like I just wouldn't even cross that line with that person at this point because
Yeah.
no. But it was definitely
Mary Jane situation.
A
yes,
friends with
ma'am.
a friends with benefit kind of situation.
That was more than some benefits.
So
That
what
was
do,
a movie. That was
okay.
a movie.
So what do y'all think about that though? Friends with benefits.
I say, if you have that understanding with that person, you know, that you're not stringing that person along, that the two of you have come to this understanding that, this is the business. When I call you, we trying to get the business.
Right.
So as long as they understand, and I don't see,
It's so real.
I don't see anything wrong with that. I'm just trying, because I was in that situation. It was like,
It worked.
didn't even have to. That was when pagers were out.
Ooh.
Wow.
Oh,
Pagers.
Okay.
When pagers were out,
He was like in high school.
that wasn't even harmful. And it was just one code you put in there, and they didn't even call. They just came.
Just show up.
And that's all it
Yeah.
was.
What's my number?
Sad to say, it was 69.
69. I was gonna say that. 69. You knew
It
what the
was
number was.
69. You put the code in.
You knew what the number was.
Holla at you.
Mhm.
Now people like find
We
my
had that-
iPhone.
Had that understanding.
Okay, well let me ask y'all this. So it don't pertain to Cynthia because she's married.
Okay.
But are there any guys that you have dated in your 20s or may even been in a relationship with in your 20s that if you saw them now, is there any backsies?
Hell yes.
That Joanne, that was quick.
Okay, I'm right there with you, Joanne. I definitely think that it's a possibility if and only if that person has matured and grown from the reason why y'all didn't last, back in the day. If they have grown and matured and, I can definitely see going back to an old situation.
An old flame.
Yeah, definitely.
Old situation. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Now,
Yes. Why? Yes. That's
She got a lot of yeses going on.
yes.
now I do have. Now, have you ever had a situation where somebody from the past you ran into them again, and they someone that you just wouldn't get in a relationship with, but they keep trying to get in, trying to get you to go back there.
Yes.
Yeah, I got this one, like, because for the most part, I was still friends with, I would say, the majority of my exes.
Mm-hmm.
And this one, like, I love him to death. Like, we have a friendship, but that's all I want.
Right.
But,
But you know what? Before I was married, I had that situation, and he had just happened to be still in his relationship, but he knew that I wasn't in my current relationship anymore, and just kept coming around. And it was nice to see him and all. And then he was trying to get cozy. And I'm like, aren't you still with so and so? Well, no, not like really. He didn't want to answer the question. I said, no, it can't happen because you're still with somebody else. Right. I said, and I wouldn't want that to be me and the shoe on the other foot and somebody just come and get cozy up to my man.
Right.
Just because they on the outs with their significant other.
Right.
So I had that happen. But no matter how much I cared for this person, and I wanted it to go there so badly, I wanted to, but then I had to put that other person's feelings first.
Absolutely.
I had to put their situation first. And it's like, you're not even mature if you're going to come at me like that and you're still with this person. Don't come to me because you think that I'm vulnerable. I ain't vulnerable.
Yeah.
Because I was at a point where it was like, I was happy to be free from this relationship. And I was Mary Jane in it at the time. But I wasn't Mary Jane in it with him.
Right.
Because I knew that he already had something going on. So I didn't want to mess up that. But it was so tempting. I was like, nope, I can't.
No, let me ask y'all this. And this is a good one.
Uh-oh.
Y'all might have to put your ear to the computer and listen real hard.
I'm listening.
Now, I know a situation where... Okay, let me just ask y'all this question.
Okay.
What do y'all think about, or have y'all ever experienced it, or know of another girlfriend that have experienced one of your girlfriends dating or in a relationship with an ex?
Oh no, I don't know none of that. No. Not me. One of my no. What about you, Joanne?
No.
Well, you don't know anybody that have ever dealt with that?
I do know. I do know some.
Yeah.
I don't even know
that then had that happen. And I'm like, I don't even really know if my question in that sometimes is like, how much did you share with them that they would go after who you was with?
And what was the conversation that they had before they hooked up? Did they have a conversation with you before they hooked up with your ex, or, I don't know.
No, I know somebody that did it, and I mean, it wasn't my ex, but it wasn't like it happened like right after their relationship was over. It was like years. Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm the type of person, or I'm the type of friend that if it's somebody that you dated, they are forever off limits.
Exactly.
Forever. It's not 5 years or 10 years or 20. It's not that for me. It's forever. Because if I am friends with you, I am looking at your mate like a brother. Right. So for me, it would never happen. That's not something I would ever do. And if the ex tried, he would be on blast.
Oh yeah. I knew someone who was in a relationship with someone, and then I caught him with someone else.
Oh.
Say that one more time.
I knew someone.
Blueberry sangria.
I knew someone who was with a girlfriend of mine. But then I caught him with someone else. And the someone else that I caught him with was a family friend. What would I do? Hey, do you know your man is, I don't know if y'all together or not.
Right.
But he up here at such and such, something avenue. I don't know if you can get up here.
Oh my God.
Oh yeah. Oh, I'm gonna let you know.
Oh, absolutely.
I don't want somebody to say you knew and you didn't know. I'm your friend. I'm your friend to the end.
I always say you could be mad at me for being the messenger, but you will never be mad at me for not telling you.
Absolutely. Where you say the street at? Oh, just come down. So the house is it's connected to another house. Yeah, yes, I did. I told her everything. And they in the house right now. Right. She said, "Well, where you at?" I'm out on the porch. So if you come and I'm gonna be standing out on the porch so you can see me, because we were gonna hash this out right then and there. Oh, you're not getting ready to go marry her. And you, no, oh no.
Right.
So here's what happened. Oh, they wound up getting married. And they wound up getting a divorce.
Shortly after.
Why? Shortly after, because she caught him herself
with the same girl.
No.
Somebody else. Oh my God.
Totally different. Caught her with somebody else. Totally different. And I'm like, come on, man. I mean, the thing is, at least I told you before y'all got married.
Right.
You made the decision.
You did your part.
I think, some people get back into a situation because they think that's going to fix it or the person is going to change or whatever. No. Girl. Indiscretion is indiscretion.
That leads me to my next question.
Okay.
Do y'all think that
it's funny?
Once a cheater, always a cheater?
I've known someone that was a cheater, and when they got caught that one time, they never did it again. Or maybe they did, they just hid it a lot better. They didn't
get caught again.
They didn't get caught. So I don't know.
I don't know about that one. I believe it's a possibility that the person can change.
You think
it's a possibility they can change. I believe a cheater can change. They can have that awakening moment or whatever. But if they cheated with you, or on you,
say it.
Go ahead. If they cheated on you, well,
say it. Let her finish. Say it.
Go ahead.
I lost my train of thought.
If they cheated
on you, or cheated, however, if it was with you, whether you was the one they cheated with or they cheated on you, it's really totally up to you if you accept them back because you know what you went through. However, if you setting yourself up for fail because it was something like, we've been talking like it's something that attracted you to them and you think that you can just hold on to them sex wise or whatever the case may be. I'll just use them for sex or whatever the case may be. You still setting yourself up.
That's not what I thought you was going to say.
But I lost my train of thought though, because y'all kind of mess me up.
So this is my thought.
Go ahead with your thought.
Because y'all already know how I feel. That is my absolute
deal breaker.
That's my top deal breaker. I got other deal breakers, but that's my top deal breaker. But this is just how I look at things. I just feel like if it's not necessarily once a cheater, always a cheater, but I do feel like once he cheat with the person he's with, he's gonna cheat on that person again. That's how I feel. Because I feel like it's something in that union that's not working.
Okay. I know what you're saying.
The connection is not, it's not a tight connection. It's something that party is not getting. And it's not that other party is doing something wrong. It's just that connection is not there where they're looking elsewhere for something else. So I do think that if they cheat on an individual, I do feel like the potential for cheatage again.
Ah,
Cheatage.
cheating.
I don't think that's a real word, but go ahead and use
But,
it.
I can make up words.
Yeah. All right.
I think it is a high percentage for another cheat section with that same person. That's what I feel. Because I think that if they was to get with somebody else, that they may not cheat with that person. And then there are people that I do feel like are habitual cheaters. Because sometimes I feel like people are hiding things.
Hiding
things. And they feel like they have to move around to different women to make it appear to be a certain thing.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. So in that situation, that's something totally different. But I do feel like because I do know people that have stayed with someone after they cheated on them. That just couldn't be me. I mean, now let me just say this, because I did do it early on when I was young, and that's what taught me that.
Yeah,
I that is a deal breaker for me, because it's not about cheating. To me, is about trust. And if you are going to break that trust level, then what do I have left? I don't have, relationships to me is built on trust and respect. And if we don't have that, if you're going to break that, because trust is something that is just not given freely. It's trust is something that is earned.
You gotta earn that.
Yeah.
And when you break that, it's not like I'm going to trust you just like that. Absolutely. So I feel like a lot of times women, they suffer in silence when they take a man back after infidelity. They suffer in silence merely because they don't want to look like they're constantly bringing it up. Right. They want the appearance that I have, forgave you and moved on. But you're not going to tell me it's not right here. It's not right here. It's because the trust has been broken.
Yeah.
Broken. You are thinking about that, because if he is late getting home, the time that he say he's going to be there, guess what? The first thing you're going to think about is he out there cheating again? If he is not where he say he was at, or his plans had changed without you knowing ahead of time, you're going to be thinking, if he's cheating again. So a lot of times women, they are suffering in silence to make the appearance that they have forgiven everything and moved on. And we got to stop doing that. Don't tell me that it's possible because their marriage is good now. No, we're suffering, and you want to know how I know we're suffering? Because then we end up with illnesses out of the blue, because we internalizing all of that stress, and it manifests into illnesses that we can't control.
Let's go back and tap it.
Huh?
She said, "Go back and tap it."
Go back and tap it and roll and let it go about his business.
Hey,
that good.
Exactly.
They said you always got one you can call.
Yeah. How old that?
But sometimes I guess, as women, sometimes people feel like they don't want to be by themselves. They don't want to start over. The famous thing that people always say, "Oh, we've been together for 20-something years, or we've been together for 15 years. To me, all of those years mean nothing. We're focusing on what's happening right now. How are you making me feel right now? Because all of
Mm-hmm.
those years mean nothing if I am completely miserable now.
Absolutely.
We had a great run. We had a great 15 run, but it's time to move on.
Mm.
But at the point that you start making me miserable, man, I can't do it.
Yeah.
I can't
Mm-mm.
do it.
I could be miserable all by
All
myself
Yeah,
by
that's real.
myself.
with my blueberry sangria.
You know what?
With your blueberry sangria and
Woo.
and your little friend.
Ooh, keep plenty of batteries.
What the?
Keep plenty of batteries.
Oh my
Joanne,
God.
Oh, you're Mary J.
why she talking about she act like she ain't got no batteries or nothing?
Okay.
I know,
Okay.
boo. I
She had no
know.
batteries.
No, but I got a phone
Oh,
and some
I'm
numbers I can
sorry.
dial. That brings me to my next question.
Okay. Axe away.
Go ahead.
So, have you ever been in a predicament, situation, circumstance, where
Situation
though you
shit.
might have been a little afraid to say what you wanted or what you wanted from a dude or that's somebody you wanted just for whatever reason? And this right here, this liquid courage had you do some things that you probably would have never did before.
Mm.
No,
Mm.
not me. I do everything I want.
Has
You
this
may
ever?
have to go backwards in time. What is that? Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I had a little teeny person just show me food and walk over. Okay.
Oh no, I haven't. I've never been. Well, I'll say this: once I am, involved with a guy or seeing a guy, there's no shame in my game. I know how to ask
For
for
what you want.
what I want
All right, bro.
and how I want it and what time I want it.
I've never had alcohol do the talking for me. I've never had that. If alcohol had anything to do with it, then I was facing a bowl or something, and that was it. Facing the toilet bowl. That's it.
Oh
Jesus.
gosh.
Yeah. So I never had alcohol take me to that point where it was like, oh, let it go. Mm-mm.
That's because she been drinking those fuzzy navels.
Shut up. Let me tell you,
Jesus.
when we first started the club, my brother-in-law was bartending, and I would go there at the end of the night and pick up the money and take him home. He said, sister-in-law, I got this drink I want you to try. I said, oh, all right. So I'm waiting for everything to shut down, waiting for people to leave, and I'm drinking. It was like, this is so good. By the time he was shutting it down, I was trying to figure out where in the world am I sitting at. I couldn't even figure out where I was sitting at until I stood up and I had to beeline for the bathroom. Once I took him home, I was like, oh God, if you just let me drive straight, I ain't ever gonna drink nothing in my life again, especially by him. I got home. I remember crawling in the door.
Mm.
And when I got up in the morning, I had pieces of clothes that led all the way to the bathroom.
Mm.
Oh,
And it was a mess.
Mm.
I don't remember nothing else.
Mm.
well, I
That
can
was
say
it.
You
I
must didn't
had.
eat anything.
Yeah, I
I
can
don't
say
know what it was.
I had. I remember sitting outside one day on my deck. And,
Mm-hmm.
well, before I got there, I stopped at the store, and I remember sitting outside on my deck, and well, we really did grow up. And I drank a whole entire bottle of wine, and it wasn't a wine that I was used to drinking. And I got on the phone and I literally just went off. Like, I guess anything that I wanted to say that I may not have said when I wanted to say it, I said it all. And I said, as a matter of
Mm.
fact, I can remember even saying, it's crazy. I remember you will run around with everybody except for me. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. I'm going to do this and do that. I'm going to give you the test of time. If you can't beat me back to your house, then don't ever talk to me again.
Woo.
Okay.
I don't care who you with. I don't care if you at work or anything. So I said, sometimes you get some courage. Get my car and I'm driving and everything. I'm so messed up, y'all. I really was. Like, y'all know I can't drink like that. And I got there, but he was there. He was there. I'm calling my aunt, telling my aunt everything. My aunt was like, aunt, she just was like, Lord help my niece. Because we talked about everything together. And when I got there, he was like, what is wrong with you? And y'all know I just
Everything.
Oh my gosh.
Mm-mm-mm.
And the whole time he fussed, like, I can't, you're going to drink and citizens and then come over here and get sick. And, he had to clean me up and everything. And I was knocked out asleep. The next day, I got up, sitting right there in the recliner just to tell me everything about myself. I said, but it worked, didn't it?
Got him there, didn't it?
Yeah, it worked, didn't it?
Oh my goodness.
That's what I mean about that liquid courage. One of the officers shared that with me back in the day when we used to go to the polar bear plunge. He's like, I'm over here to drink some liquid courage because that's the only way I'm getting in that cold water. And I never even paid any attention to that day. I was just sitting home on my deck and I just was sitting there drinking, and I knew I had no business driving. I ain't had no business getting on the phone. I should have carried my little butt right to sleep, but I got sick all over the place. But I think a lot of people in that instance, a lot of people use different substances just to cope with their whatever. But this was not one of those instances, but I know people will use as a mechanism, tool, aphrodisiacs, and all that type of stuff.
Then it can be. Wine can definitely be that. It can definitely, if you are in a relationship with somebody and you having a glass of wine or whatever, it could be like a aphrodisiac for sure. Definitely. Now, have y'all ever in a long-legged life have y'all ever been in a relationship? Cynthia's married, so this pertains to you too.
Ew.
And like role played. I like that.